Very warm welcome to each one of you to the second edition of Dhandho Valley, our annual gathering of visionaries, investors, and entrepreneurs. Last year, we started this Dhandho Valley with a very simple idea of creating a platform where ideas meet execution and capital meets investment. And today, as we stand here for the second year, it's heartening to see how this event has grown. Thanks to all of you. This year's Dhandho Valley feels extra special to us at Nveshai. The past 1 year has been a remarkable journey. From launching not just one, but two AIFs, Nveshai Hedgehog Fund and Nveshai Sambhav Fund, to witnessing the proud moment of our invested companies stepping into the public markets. Vadi Energies Limited, Vikram Solar Limited, Sambhav Steel Tubes Limited, and most recently, True Colors Limited. Each listing has been a milestone and a reminder of what collective vision and trust look like.
None of this would be possible without the unwavering support and confidence of our investors, supporters, and well wishers who continue to believe in our journey. And today, as we gather here for the second edition of Dhandho Valley, it is this very spirit of collaboration and trust that we celebrate. As we step into Dhandho Valley 2.0, we will focus on how we envision the India of tomorrow, the Viksit Bharat we all aspire for. We will discuss how capital can back conviction and how that conviction, when nurtured, has the power to unleash the true potential of Amritkal for our country. Whether you're an investor looking for the next big opportunity or an entrepreneur ready to take that leap of faith, Dhandho Valley is where the collaboration begins. With this spirit, let's officially begin the journey of Dhandho Valley. To mark the auspicious start of Dhandho Valley 2025, we now proceed with the lamp lighting ceremony. I would now like to invite our esteemed dignitaries, Mr. Vivek Jain, Mr. Saket Agarwal, Mr. Sandeep Kapadia, Mr. Vinay Ambedkar, Mr. Abhishek Jain, Mr. Devashish Nayoti, Mr. Prajesh Maru, Mr. Ashish Amin, Mrs. Tejaspain Amin, Mr. Arvind Kothari, Ms. Gunjan Kabra, Mr. Vikram Sharma to kindly join us on the stage and lighten the diya.
ज्योतिर्जनार्दनः दीपो हरतु मे पापम् सन्ध्यादीपनमो
To share the vision behind Dhandho Valley and our collective mission of driving India's growth story, I invite our co founder, Ms. Gunjan Kabra, to address the audience.
So, a little brief about us, why we started this. At Nveshai, our journey began nearly a decade ago with a research-based investing process, which we have refined over the years. And through the process, we realized that a simple belief that most impactful investment decisions are made where you think like entrepreneurs. Entrepreneurs who travel widely, build strong teams, allocate resources wisely, and scale with conviction. In the same spirit, we too have embraced the scuttlebutt approach, traveling, listening, learning, and staying close to the ground to understand businesses and people better. Over the years, the philosophy has helped us not just build a portfolio, but a community of entrepreneurs and partners. By forging relationships, nurturing collaborations, and gaining on ground insights, we have been able to back exceptional leaders, which we want to continue forever, identify promising sectors early, and provide long term support that goes well beyond capital. The last one here has been especially remarkable for us at Nveshai. We witnessed our portfolio companies, the private companies getting listed, like Wari Energy, Sambhav Steel, Vikram Solar, and very recently, True Colors from our city, a Surat-based firm backed a Surat-based company which successfully got listed. We also launched two new funds. This is a very progressive step in our growth journey, which we are very grateful for. The launch of Nveshai Hedgehogs Fund and the Nveshai Sambhav Fund, a Category 3 and Category 2 fund respectively, enabling us to participate in various anchor rounds and pre-IPO opportunities and have a good relationship with companies and entrepreneurs. These experiences have strengthened our research process and enhanced our investment execution in terms of pricings, which increase our holding power too. These milestones not only deepen our conviction, but also strengthen our engagement with entrepreneurs and yielded some very strong outcomes in sectors like renewables, transmission, distribution, recycling, defense, etc. Inspired by this approach, we also wanted to let our investors have this kind of a network and build this conversation. And we launched the Dhandho Valley last year, a platform to celebrate ideas, investments, and entrepreneurship. A space where entrepreneurs and investments come together to share, to learn, and collaborate, which has been the foundation of Niveshai. This year, we continue that journey with discussions on emerging themes like the AI, the power, the smart grids, which also showcasing the work and ideas that shapes the India tomorrow. At its heart, Dhandho Valley is not just an event, it's reflection of our belief that relationships create opportunities and collaborations create impact. We hope that over the next 2 days, you find inspiration, build meaningful conversations, and go with ideas to fuel your own journey. Looking ahead, the clear mission is to work and give our more than 100% and do the things that we do every day. So happy and grateful for all of you to come here and looking forward to a two very insightful days. Please enjoy the event and let's talk.
Today, we gather under the powerful theme of Viksit Bharat, envisioning India at 2047. A future where India stands tall as a global powerhouse, a hub of innovation, and a beacon of opportunities. Over the next 2 days, we will be hearing from some of the brightest minds, industry leaders, innovators, and investors who will share their experiences, ideas, and visions for India's growth journey. The event has been designed around a series of panel discussions, each focusing on a different sector or theme that is shaping India's future. Before we begin, a quick note on how you can engage with our panelists during the sessions. This year we have introduced a hybrid Q&A format. You will see QR codes displayed on your table. So QR codes are displayed on your table. Simply scan the code, type in your question along with your name and submit it. Your questions will be processed in real time and the most asked questions will be taken up by our panelists during the discussion. And of course, you may also raise your hands during the Q&A segment and ask your question directly. Let's begin this exciting journey with our very first panel discussion on H2-know, Modernizing Water Infra. This session explores how smarter technology, sustainable models, and innovative solutions can transform India's water infrastructure for a resilient tomorrow. Do you consciously think of saving water? Let's begin with this thought. Before we begin, again a quick note for the audience. During this session, we will be conducting a live poll, a QR code which is displayed on your table. You can scan the code, select the topic that you would like to hear discussed. The topic with the highest audience votes will be taken up by our panel for discussion. So your participation will directly shape the direction of this conversation. Make sure to cast your vote.
Let me now welcome our panelists whose insights will guide today's discussions. I am honored to invite Mr. Dhruv Krishna, Assistant Vice President at Cimcon, a seasoned domain specialist with expertise in spanning smart water management, SCADA systems, IoT solutions, and smart city projects. His ability to bridge technology with business strategy makes him a valuable contributor to complex, future ready projects in the domains of smart cities, digital utilities, and intelligent infrastructure. We welcome you, sir.
Thank you and good afternoon to everyone. Firstly, I would like to congratulate the team of Nveshai for organizing such an event and gathering all of us from diverse fields at a common platform. I think it is a job well done. Now, as the theme of the event is that Viksit Bharat and how do we transform India into a developed state by 2047. So, I'll be focusing on the water sector and the kind of diverse work it is being done in this sector. We all are aware, and mostly we all live in cities, and we take water supply for granted. But the kind of work which is done behind the scenes to enable this water supply to our homes is exceptional. And through a series of small presentation and few videos, I'll be showcasing how this is all enabled and how we are able to perform these acts. Firstly, a small video would be on the company which I am representing, Cimcon Software. We are a 35-plus-year-old company based out of Ahmedabad, and we are a domain expert in providing these SCADA IoT solutions across multiple verticals, and water is our domain expertise. So through a small video, I'll be showcasing that, and once that is complete, another video would be for a particular project which we have recently implemented. This is just to show the diverse nature of the work which is being done. On one hand, you have drinking water supply for the common man, and then you have the canal management systems at remote locations, just to give a diverse picture of the focus of the government in this sector. Thirdly, it would be a video about the next gen of technologies, the next generation of technologies which are being implemented, smart dashboards, predictive maintenance, forecasting, demand forecasting, calculation of NRW, that is non-revenue water. So every government department across India is keen, eager, and is participating in these activities.
Welcome to Cimcon, a company which has brought smiles to the faces of countless people by providing an uninterrupted water supply. With over 35 years of experience, water isn't just a job for us, it's our legacy. Our unwavering commitment ensures a reliable water supply and safeguards communities with state-of-the-art industrial automation solutions. With offices across the globe, Cimcon supplies clean water to over 46 million people in 82 towns, cities, and districts. Our canal automation and precision irrigation solutions in Uttarakhand, Punjab, Haryana, and Himachal Pradesh have generated a 24 billion income boost for farmers. Cimcon's lighting software solutions have enhanced safety for 54 million people nationwide. Our automation efforts have cut carbon emissions by 22%. Saving 1.5 billion kilowatt hours of energy through energy-efficient technologies. At the forefront of tech innovation, Cimcon doesn't just lead in water technology. We redefine India's technological landscape with innovative solutions for utilities, oil and gas, smart cities, defense, India's space program, and smart street lighting. In partnership with the Ahmedabad Electricity Company, now Torrent Power Limited, Cimcon remotely monitored and controlled the city's power supply. Cimcon deployed innovative wireless security systems in sensitive defense establishments in Nalia, Bhuj, Jaisalmer, and more, enhancing safety. We contributed mission-critical PLC control systems to India's national space program at ISRO's Space Application Center. Cimcon's innovative cathodic protection monitoring system benefits industry giants like Saudi Aramco, IOCL, ONGC, and GAIL, revolutionizing the oil and gas sector. Cimcon plays a vital role in smart lighting projects across India, transforming cities and facilitating a better quality of life for all. Cimcon implemented smart lighting solutions in numerous cities, including Mumbai, Noida, Ahmedabad, Gandhinagar Gift City, and many more. Beyond borders, our impact extends to the Middle East with successful power projects in the UAE and Qatar. Cimcon is sought after by numerous multinational companies eager to distribute our latest edge computing products. Cimcon crafts comprehensive solutions from conceptualization to implementation, delivering complete project-based solutions that stand the test of time. Cimcon provides constant support and customization for automation and IoT-based web monitoring systems, ensuring seamless integration with government portals. Cimcon's local products are synonymous with reliability and trust, sustaining water projects for over a decade. Cimcon's locally built products are designed to withstand voltage fluctuations and harsh weather conditions. Cimcon's success is underpinned by world-class infrastructure, ensuring seamless operations and unmatched quality in every project. With our own 200-plus person software and engineering team, Cimcon ensures unmatched quality and innovation in every project we undertake. Behind every achievement stands Cimcon's dedicated team, which has overcome countless obstacles to deliver exceptional results. Cimcon is the partner of choice for automation for over 36 years, made possible by its strong 200-plus software and engineering team that has developed innovative products using the latest advances in technology. These products have been proudly made in India and sold in 29 countries. We are truly contributing towards Atmanirbhar Bharat. Our commitment to excellence is evident in the completion of major installations spanning numerous years, ensuring a reliable water supply to communities around the globe, assuring that we are at the forefront of securing the future of water supply, one community at a time. Cimcon, where innovation meets responsibility.
So the idea of this small video is that how Cimcon has a belief and a core mission and vision has always been innovation. That is why through a journey of 35 plus years, we have been able to serve so many different people. Because this kind of industry requires constant innovation and upgradation plus customization. Every project is unique, whether it is a drinking water for general population or canal project or irrigation project. So therein our USP or the unique selling proposition lies that we have our own dedicated team which customizes each of these projects. So now the next video which I'll be showcasing is of a canal automation project. Just to give a brief of this project, this is a 200-kilometer canal situated in Haryana. This is a project undertaken by the National Hydrology Project Mission of Government of India. They are monitoring this canal at 45 different locations. The idea to monitor this is to know the level of water, and accordingly the automatic operations of the gates are performed. It manages two things. Firstly, the flood control, and secondly, the equitable distribution of water to the farmers. Now, this canal is situated in such a location that there is hardly any network of GSM or GPRS. Unique proposition is that we have initiated VSAT communication, satellite communication in this particular project. Successfully completed, handed over to the government. It is under the O&M of the government agencies. So I'll just give a brief showcase, a brief video of that. Idea again is to show the diverse nature of such kind of projects.
Southern Haryana, long troubled by water scarcity for agriculture, has undergone a remarkable change. The 53-kilometer long Jawaharlal Nehru Canal has brought happiness by addressing increased water consumption and scarcity through the implementation of SCADA by Cimcon Automation. Under the National Hydrology Project, satellite data and real-time monitoring of rainfall water are used to match demand and supply, create water distribution rosters, monitor energy efficiency, and provide technical assistance. Officers of the irrigation department are also receiving information about the water coming into the canal on their mobiles, bringing transparency and improved water management. Thanks to the SCADA system, every farmer in the distribution channel now receives equal water promoting efficient water usage, increased productivity, and improved income. The SCADA system is used to audit the electricity consumption and water distribution, which helps the department to prevent water wastage. With this system, monitoring of crops and weather is done, and the right amount of water is distributed to the farmers. This has led to increased productivity and has become a great success for Haryana. हरियाणा सरकार ने भारत सरकार द्वारा The SCADA system is used to audit the electricity consumption and water distribution, which helps the department to prevent water wastage. With this system, monitoring of crops and weather is done, and the right amount of water is distributed to the farmers. This has led to increased productivity and has become a great success for Haryana. Under the guidance of Chief Minister Sri Manohar Lalji, the Jawaharlal Nehru Canal system is driving change, growth, and prosperity in Haryana, ensuring the lifeline of its people is secure.
As you can see, this is a unique project which we have completed, and how it is impacting the life of the common people, villagers there especially at the farmer level. So the next video showcases one of our biggest projects, and it actually gives you a scale of kind of work which is being done in India. We are all aware of the Jal Jeevan Mission. It is one of the pet projects of our Honorable Prime Minister. Now, this project essentially covers all the villages in India which did not have tapped water supply for last 60, 70 years. And to our surprise, and I'm sure to the audience's surprise also, you'll be amazed to know that at least 75,000 such villages existed in UP alone. So the video which I'll be showcasing now is for the Jal Jeevan Mission project, on which we are implementing the SCADA solution. As of now, Cimcon is already present across 5,000 villages in UP, and how this project is impacting the lives of the common people on the ground. I am personally based out of Lucknow, so I am very much embedded in this project of managing this, and I have personally visited many villages also. So it has left me with a certain amount of, you can say, an emotional self also, because once you interact with these villagers and they acknowledge the fact that they did not have drinking water supply, tap water supply for so many years, a small innovative step taken by the government has changed their lives. And we are privileged that we have been associated with this kind of a.
For generations, the quest for water has defined their day until now. Today, we witness a transformation, a journey towards sustainability, health, and hope. This is the story of how Cimcon is helping India turn the tide one drop at a time. For centuries, the search for water has been a relentless challenge, stealing time, health, and opportunities from those who need it most. But life, as the residents of Pilibhit know, it is about to change drastically. With the advent of the Jal Jeevan Mission, access to water is being provided to thousands of villages across India for the first time in history. Millions of villagers are about to experience a completely new lease on life.
हमारे घर जो पानी आ रहा है सर, खाने बनाने के योग्य है, नहाने धोने के लिए योग्य है और पीने के लिए योग्य है।
जब से हमारे घर में नल लग गया, हम पानी लेने बाहर नहीं जाते हैं। इससे हमारा समय जो बचता है उससे हम सिलाई कढ़ाई करते हैं, और जो पैसा मिलता है उससे अपने बच्चों के लिए मिठाई ले आते हैं।
Our technology is more than just circuit boards and wires. It's a lifeline. Powered by the dedication of every Cimcon employee, we navigate every obstacle to deliver not just water, but a foundation for a sustainable net zero future. Now, With water at their doorstep, women and children don't just survive, they thrive.
जब से हमारे घर में नल लगा है तब से हम अपने आप को बहुत सुरक्षित महसूस कर रहे हैं। पहले हमें पानी लेने के लिए तालाब या कुएं पे जाना पड़ता था जिसमें जानवरों का खतरा होता था, पर हम अब अपने आप को सुरक्षित महसूस कर रहे हैं।
They have time to learn, to grow and to dream. No longer bound by illness or the daily search for water, they live healthier, fuller lives.
जब से हमारे घर में नल लगा है तब से हमें बहुत सारी सुविधाएं मिली हैं। ऐसे मुझे बहुत दूर जाना पड़ता था पानी भरने, और जिससे मैं अपने स्कूल में बहुत ज़्यादा मुझे देर से जाना पड़ता था, और जब से मेरे घर में नल लग गया तब से मुझे बहुत सी हेल्प हुई है। मैं अपनी माँ की भी मदद कर पाती हूँ और अपने समय से स्कूल भी चली जाती हूँ।
जब से टोटी लग गई, घर के महिलाओं के बर्तन मांजना, नहाना धोना, सारा घर का काम करना, ये सब उनकी सुविधा आसान हो गया।
पहले जब हम नदी से पानी लेने जाते थे तो उसमें जानवर भी नहाते थे और उसमें हमें बच्चों को भी ले नहाना पड़ता था और बीमारियां बहुत होती थी, और जब हमारे घर में पानी आने लगा है साफ तो बीमारियां हमें नहीं होती हैं।
नमस्कार। Cimcon एक ओरिजिनल इक्विपमेंट मैन्युफैक्चरर कंपनी है बेस्ड आउट ऑफ अहमदाबाद. We are pioneers in providing SCADA IoT solutions across many verticals. वाटर डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन और उसका मैनेजमेंट हम लोग का एक प्राइमरी डोमेन है। उसी के तहत हम लोग यूपी में जल जीवन मिशन में काम कर रहे हैं। जैसा कि आपको पता है, जल जीवन मिशन भारत सरकार की एक बहुत ही बड़ी परियोजना है जिसमें ऐसे कई लाखों गांवों को पानी सप्लाई किया जा रहा है जहां पहले ड्रिंकिंग वाटर सप्लाई नहीं था। इसमें भारत सरकार इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर डेवलप कर रही है और उस इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर पे जब कंप्लीट हो जाता है तो उसके बाद इलेक्ट्रिकल एंड इंस्ट्रूमेंटेशन के तहत SCADA सॉल्यूशंस हम लोग इंप्लीमेंट करते हैं। Cimcon इन्हीं SCADA सॉल्यूशंस को ग्राउंड पे इंस्टॉल कर रही है, इंप्लीमेंट कर रही है और अपने वास्ट एक्सपीरियंस और टेक्निकल नो हाउ के बेसिस पे सीमलेसली इन हजारों गांवों को हम लोग कनेक्ट करते हैं। Cimcon is really proud and we have a deep sense of gratitude that we have been able to involve ourselves in such a massive and a noble exercise, and we are instrumental in providing drinking water supply to millions of villagers. Thank you so much.
From the common warehouses in Pilibhit to the
idea of showcasing these two videos, especially the JLL Canal and the Jal Jeevan Mission in UP, was to give you a diverse range of the kind of work which is being done in India in water sector. Every aspect of the water sector is being covered by these projects. We have projects in MP which are focused only on the irrigation and equitable distribution of water to the farmland. Certain projects like the Jal Jeevan Mission are focused on the portable, clean and efficient supply of water to the common people. Then there are certain schemes in urban India which are now being taken up for 24/7 water supply. Now 24/7 water supply is a concept wherein water would be provided to each household and at an adequate pressure and portable drinking water supply would be there. As we are well aware, in overseas and in foreign countries, the process is. Thousands and thousands of crores of funds have been allocated for these projects. On one hand, you have projects in Himachal, Uttarakhand, which we have already implemented, wherein the water is pumped up from a valley and through 5 or 6 stages, it is taken up to the hill station and then distributed to the common people. So these are the range and the diverse kind of works which have been taken across the country based on the geography and the topography of the region. And to showcase these videos was to give a diverse range and the scale of the project. Now, Jal Jeevan Mission alone is being implemented on 75,000 villages in UP. That is just the scale of the project in UP. And you can tabulate it by simply every village, let us say, has a population of around 1,500 people or 2,000 people. So that is the kind of lives which we will be impacting. And Cimcon is proud to have already been covered, has covered a close to 5,000 villages. And this is a very, very responsible job which needs to be done. Water sector is a socially aware sector. Once the water supply has started, it cannot falter. People who did not have access to this basic utility or basic demand, once you give them that, it cannot falter. So we have to be on our toes. Our teams have to be well equipped. The people on the ground have to be aware. And there has to be a social inclination that this we are doing as a seva, This we are doing as a duty so that the common lives of the lives of the common man is enhanced. And these are all very small steps in what we hear about Viksit Bharat. These are projects which are being implemented, but most of the people are not aware of these. How the lives of the common man is changing. In one such village, recently I visited near Bareilly. So I was amazed to see that Whirlpool has opened up a small shop there. So now naturally the electricity has been supplied, water supply at adequate pressure is there. So why not the villagers would go for the washing machines now? So that is how these projects eventually are opening up a larger market. Expressways are being built, highways are being built, access to the villages are there. So just wanted to give a brief overview of the diverse nature of the water sector. Now the next video is what I think audience would be very interested in, is the next gen or the next generation of technologies which are being implemented now. That is the 24/7 or the IWDMS, or that would be integrated water distribution management systems. These are smart management systems, wherein once the SCADA technology, the actual sensors, the water quality instruments, the PLCs, the RTUs are placed at the assets, the pumping stations, the water treatment plants, the sewage treatment plants. The analysis of the data through the involvement of AI, ML methodologies. What does the data say? What is the demand forecasting? Am I supplying enough water based on the population increase? The kind of water which I am generating, is the water is sufficient? Is the population getting the water as per the requirement? And if not, where are the leakages prevalent? And can the departments bill that leakage? That is the NRW, non-revenue water. The biggest reason why in 10, 15 years back, the water sector was not in this exponential growth was that every water which was being given to the common people was taken for granted. In some of the metros, we have AMRs or automatic meters, wherein the billing of the water is done every month. But in most of the cases, it is a yearly affair. You pay a certain amount of revenue to the Jal board or the local municipality, and that's it. But now the next gen technologies which are being implemented, and already these tenders have been floated, and these are customized solutions based on the particular DMA or detailed metered area, wherein they divide the city into multiple smaller sections, and then this equitable distribution of water is performed. So I would now request to run that. Digital technology is digital twin for water industry. Now, digital twin essentially means a virtual replica of what exactly your asset is on the ground. Be it a pump house, be it a zonal pumping stations which has number of pumps there, a WTP, or it may be an OMS, outlet management system. Digital twin creates a digital replica for you on the smart dashboard, and then it enables you for data integration, modeling and simulation. Now, this is the most important aspect, because the government and the agencies want to know that the kind of water which I am generating, is it reaching the common man or not? There should not be any leakages, because in most of the cases we see that there is adequate water generation. India is blessed to have fresh water resources, reservoirs, rivers, lakes. So there is enough resources are available, but once it gets distributed through leakages or tampering, the adequate supply is not delivered. Third is analysis and insights. So if, let us say, the supply is not sufficient, so where are the lacking points? Do I need to pump up a valve? Do I need to increase the pressure? The exact location of the leakages are known. How do I repair them? So this is all done through analytics and insight. Then visualization, that once all this is done, what would be the next step in terms of ensuring adequate water supply and in correspondence to the population growth. So by this, the government also knows that which of the assets are not performing well. Let us say it is a bore well, and I have placed a depth sensor there, which gives me the level of the water table. Now, if the bore well goes dry, naturally the pumping would stop. So now the government is installing multiple thousands of depth level sensors. They have departments dedicated to the measurement of water level beneath the earth, so that they can plan in future that at what location the pumping plant should be created and placed. The funds are moved in the right direction. This is all possible once these smart dashboards are placed, and sensors, the data which the sensors are saying, have some kind of analysis, or as a decision maker, I am able to interpret what exactly the sensors are saying. Control and optimization, naturally that would be the last aspect once this whole thing is covered.
Behind every drop, there's data. Are you tapping into it? At Cimcon, we make your water infrastructure talk so you can make smarter decisions faster. How? Let's see. What's your plant system has to say? Twinbot, can you summarize the condition of the entire pump house today?
Based on today's data, total water supplied so far 373 cubic meters. Energy consumed 121 kilowatt hours. Both pumps are healthy. Minor current imbalance in our phase of pump 1, scheduled for preventive maintenance.
Can you predict water demand for the next week?
Yes, based on live field data, weather forecasts, and historical patterns, we estimate next week's water demand to be 605 cubic meters.
Oh, how can we fulfill that? Suggest pump schedules and tail end pressure for SCADA.
Here's the optimized pump on-off schedule and ideal tail end pressure. 1. For pump 1, set schedule 7 to 11 am. 2. Pump 2, set schedule 17 to 21 pm. Remaining time you can schedule bypass operation. It ensures energy efficiency while meeting your distribution goal.
Add 0.5 extra hours to the pump schedule and send to SCADA. Here is the password.
Password authorized, recommendations synced with SCADA.
This isn't a prototype or demo. This is live and operational, powering 24/7 water supply in one of India's leading metro water utility projects. So, what exactly is a digital twin? And how we are implementing for any industry? It's living replica of your plant process. Let's explore how it's built. Here's the 5-phase roadmap. Visual twin. We start with the visual twin, a detailed digital replica of your plant's physical infrastructure. Pipelines, tanks, pumps, valves, everything mapped and visualized for clarity and planning, so you can actually know what's happening in your plant. This brings massive value through visibility. Connected twin, live integrated data. Next is connected twin. We connect real-time data from existing SCADA, PLCs, and IoT system securely. It brings monitoring, validation, and instant fault detection to your fingertips. Predictive twin. Look ahead, stay ahead. We then train AI/ML models to predict water demand, energy usage, and any breakdown leakages before they happen. This is your predictive twin, helping planners and engineers think ahead of time. Prescriptive twin. Optimize for efficiency. Once we predict, we prescribe. This prescriptive twin gives you optimized pump schedules, pressure settings, and energy saving strategies. Gen AI chatbot, all ready to simulate or implement. System can provide ADR points for specific abnormality risk alerts. Autonomous twin. Let the system self-heal. Finally, the autonomous twin AI now closes the loop, enabling automatic decisions and builds simulation platform to virtually test your plant operation without any changes in physical system. Your system becomes proactive, not just reactive. This is how our IH360 platform is more than dashboard, helps utilities ensure 24/7 water supply, optimize energy use, and do intelligent planning before the day begins. It's flexible, works with your existing systems, and scales multiple digital twins into enterprise metaverse. So the real question is, want to visualize your operations in real time? Want forecasts, optimized pump schedules, and actionable alerts, all in one place? Want to hear what your plant has to say? Then connect with the Cimcon team.
As you can see in this video, how the analysis of data has been done. And this project we have implemented under Delhi Jal Board, Pandav Nagar, Delhi. So already this is operational, up and running, and further improvements are being made into this. The government further wants that NRW should be calculated automatically. That is the non-revenue water. That the water which they can bill, so that the further revenue for the particular department increases. In many other departments also we are seeing this trend. In UP, they are planning DPRs which will cover the complete water assets of a city. Because sometimes we have seen that in large cities, there are multiple agencies who are involved in the management of the cities. It may be development bodies, the municipal corporations, the housing board. So now the government has realized that if this is segregated and every department comes up with a separate water management system, the complete picture will not be there. We would not know the kind of water being generated as per the population demand. So large projects are being planned just to implement these IWDMS, Integrated Smart Water Management System. This is under the Smart City projects of Government of India and now the 24/7 projects which the government has funded through Amrit Urban Renewal Yojana. So these projects are being funded through that and it is mandatory to implement these. There's a timeline has been set by the government that at a population, every city having a population of 1 million or above, 10 lakh or above, should have these kind of IWDMS systems or 24/7 systems. Because that is the only way to preserve the water. We all know water is a depleting source and without its preservation and conservation and proper audit, the further supply to the common man or the industries or the farmers would not be possible. So this was a brief overview through a series of videos showcasing the prowess of Cimcon plus the diverse nature of projects which are being taken up in India and the next gen of technologies which are now being implemented on these projects and how the government is very serious and on implementing such solutions in this digital age or the transformative age and how these small projects are changing the life of the common man and further focusing on Viksit Bharat. This is just a summary of all the diverse kind of projects which are there. Irrigation, Madhya Pradesh, this is an OMS system, outlet management system. This is spread across 2 lakh hectares. There are approximately 7,500 RTUs or the remote terminal units which we are placing. The automatic operations of the valve would be there, which will allow equitable distribution of water to the farmers. An important aspect is that there is no wireless or GPRS network there. So we are setting up our own line of sight LoRa network in this project. The canal automation project I had already mentioned. Then we have a dam automation project in Himachal which we have done. This is on the Bias River, wherein 44 dam gates are automatically being operated based on the level of water. Now this is also being implemented on a very large scale across all the dams in India because that is how the flood prevention would be there. So this is the example of one such project. Based on the weather forecasting and the level of water at the dam gate itself, the operations of the dam is done automatically. Then you have Gurgaon Metropolitan Development Authority project, which we are implementing under Smart City. A network of approximately 200 plus locations, flow meter would be placed, which would basically monitor the kind of water being supplied to the residents of Gurgaon and then integrated on a smart dashboard. Uttarakhand Pejal Nigam. For last 20 years, we have automated and we are still maintaining majority of Uttarakhand water supply, including major cities like Haridwar, tourist centers like Mussoorie, Nainital. So this we are maintaining since last 20 years. Chandigarh Municipal Corporation, practically the water supply of the whole Chandigarh city is maintained by Cimcon through our implemented SCADA IoT solution. Way back in 2009, we implemented this project. Then we have JJM project, as I had already mentioned. It is a project for the rural sector, focusing in the rural villages. IoT Punjab project we are doing, which is essentially monitoring the quality of water and the quantity of water at the village level, focused across 350 villages in the region of Punjab. So as you can see, the projects may differ. In certain cases, it is only about monitoring. Then in certain cases, it is about monitoring and control. But essentially, the focus of the government is quality and the quantity, that the right demand at the right quality should reach the common man. Similarly, we have a WTP project which we are doing with APCON in MP. This is again, WTP essentially covers the whole cycle of the water. From the raw intake well, let us say water is being pumped in from the river, then it is transported to the water treatment plant, filtered, and then distributed through a series of overhead tanks or zonal pumping stations. So every stage has to be automated and then integrated on a common platform. And WTPs are in abundance because the groundwater sources are depleting. So now the government is focusing on the surface water schemes, large schemes. Thousands of crore worth of projects are coming in, wherein water would be picked up from a, let us say, location which is 50, 60 kilometers away, from a natural lake or a man-made lake or a river. then brought to a certain location, filtered, and then further distributed. So WTPs are now the next step which the government is going to take up. Because borewell essentially is a short-term solution. WTPs, surface water schemes, are here to stay for a longer period of time. In Agra, we had completed one project handed over back to the government, wherein we monitored 100 zonal pumping stations and we maintained it for 11 years. So this brief summary essentially shows again the diverse nature, wherein irrigation, canal, everything is covered. Naturally, having worked for so many years, we have touched many state departments and are approved in all of them, mostly in all of them. And as the introduction video had already showcased that why Cimcon is able to do this, because of its unique abilities, vast experience, large team, and naturally our inclination, having a social inclination, wherein each of our employees understand that this is kind of a duty, seva, which we are doing. Thank you so much. I hope I was. Thank you so much. As I had earlier mentioned, that the new sector which we have lately seen, last I would say 1.5 to 2 years, is the dam sector. The dam automation and the actual measurement of the strength of the dam. Now, the dam sector is essentially divided into three parts rather. First part is simple barrage or the gate automation. Based on the level of water, the gates are operated. This is essentially for flood control. That if, let us say, and in certain aspect, we have seen that weather telemetry is also considered into the operation and the logic aspect. So now it is mandatory for all the dams. We have seen this in UP and we have seen this other projects also. There is a specific department of the Government of India known as the NHP, that is the National Hydrology Project, wherein their focus is to monitor these dams and to ensure that the flood prevention is there. So this is one sector which has largely grown in last 2 to 3 years. Then the other aspect of the dam is the strength of the dam. Now we are seeing tenders being floated, wherein all the dams essentially which are on the borders of India, let us say on the Nepal border or the Bangladesh border, wherein we know that the rivers are flowing from the north towards the floodplain of UP or Bihar. So all of these dams are under the project wherein the government is monitoring the strength of the dam. Once the dam has been constructed through strategic placement of sensors, piezometers and all. So that is also one aspect. The third aspect which they are now doing is that placing sensors on the upstream and the downstream of the dams. So we know that what is the water which is coming in. Let us say there is a cloud burst or there is our neighboring country suddenly opens up one of the gates of the dams. And what is the kind of water will be there on the downstream. So this is all being done. And this dam automation, I would say, is one sector which is has really picked up. Apart from our traditional sectors of irrigation. Irrigation is another sector which is largely in focus now. Because in most of the cases, especially in the rural areas, short-term solutions were provided. For example, there is a project of the government known as Kusum Yojana, wherein they are providing the solar pumps to the local villagers. Small pumps, 0.5 HP, 1 HP pumps, a single solar plates based on solar operations, where they are required for pumping. Now, these are stopgap arrangements. They will work for a certain period of time, but they might not sustain for a long period of time. So that is why we have such projects as I was mentioning, the OMS system, the outlet management system, or equitable distribution system, where you pick up water from a certain large resource, put in the project, put in the pipelines, take the water to a certain place and then distribute it all automatically and based on the requirement of the farm field and the area which it is irrigated. So these two sectors, I would say, dam automation and irrigation are specifically on the rise in the rural areas or the remote areas. The urban areas, as I had mentioned, the 24/7 water schemes. Now, these are mandatory. In India, as of now, it has been implemented on a large scale in Nagpur alone. So, Nagpur is one such model which government has basically created Nagpur as a model. Now, they want to replicate that across all the cities having a population of more than 10 million people. So in a large, let us say large population state like UP, which has a population of 25 crores to 250 million people. So there are many towns, many towns which have a population of more than 10 lakh people. So it is mandatory to implement these solutions on these kind of cities. DPRs are being made, it will take a certain period of time. but the process is already started. So both rural and urban sectors are there, which have massive scope. Still, a lot of scope is left. And plus, I was looking at another question, the first question I think, which said that if you hadn't chance to create a DPR, what would I think, as I'd mentioned also in my presentation, that we need to cover all the aspects in a city, all the departments who are managing. See, distribution of water in India is a government domain. Even if it is a private society, till the gates of the private society, water is distributed by the government. Inside the private society, the local infrastructure may be there. So all the different agencies who are managing a city, they need to come together and a common DPR needs to be created. And we are seeing this pattern. We are seeing this pattern being implemented in such projects, where notwithstanding the fact, whomsoever the agency may, let us say they have developed a certain part of the city, but at the end of the day, it is about water management, equitable distribution. So that is one thing which is there, already started. So I think, I'm
To express our gratitude for Mr. Dhruv Krishna's valuable contribution today, may I kindly invite Madhusudan Sarda to present a memento to Mr. Dhruv Krishna.